Citizen advocacy is a means of promoting, protecting and defending the welfare and interests of people who are vulnerable as a result of disability by introducing them and matching them to a person who's competent to meet those needs, and that person comes from the community, and those people are then brought together after orientation and then supported by the program staff. Those relationships might last a lifetime. They last many, many years in many cases. They are independent relationships of support. A great example of a citizen advocacy relationship is that between Jodie and Beck, who we brought together about 4 months ago, I think now, and they've very quickly formed a very strong friendship, and Beck has been able to give Jodie opportunities that she's never had before. It's fantastic. It's amazing to me how quickly they've gelled in that relationship. Like, it's a really strong relationship, even though they've only been together for a few weeks. Like, they've really come together well.
Yeah, there's just so many new experiences for Jodie already.
So Jodie is growing and learning and enjoying life, and there have already been some things that Jodie has entrusted to Beck, has shared with her, that's enabled Beck to make some improvements in Jodie's life very quickly. And it's a relationship that we are delighted to be able to support.
I love being a citizen advocate. Part of that is because the relationship between us is allowed to evolve as it evolves. It's a very natural process. I guess that's why the match is so important. If you get that right, then the relationship unfolds and trust is set up. That's what's happened between Jodie and I. She's got to a point where she can trust me enough where we can talk about things. I think it's absolutely vitally important. We all deserve that.
Citizen advocacy is important because it can achieve things that you can't achieve through paid work. The only things that limit citizen advocacy are the boundaries of the relationship itself and the creativity of the people involved.
I think the biggest thing for Jodie, the change has been having someone to talk to. She used to lash out a lot in frustration, probably because she didn't feel like she was being heard. From what the staff have told us, that's dropped right back. The lashing out's virtually finished. And I'd put that down along with her becoming more placid, is just from having someone to listen to her and having someone to speak to, one voice just for her. I'm sure that's made the difference.
The way we describe citizen advocacy is that it's a way of bringing together a person who has disability and who has needs and maybe can't get their voice heard with a member of the community who has the skills, the willingness and the commitment to become involved with that person to be a support. So these are intentional relationships that we're creating. We bring these people together and the citizen advocate becomes the main supporter of the person with disability. And they are not paid to be in that role. So we're creating independent, freely given relationships of support for people with disability.
People should consider citizen advocacy if they're in a position where they need somebody to help them, if they're feeling like they need an extra voice or vulnerable, or they don't have anyone in their lives that they can have, which is a special relationship to help them.